Hey there, pal. Do you want to go to the Coma realm?
Indubitably.
Great.
Our character is just a typical Korean high school boy named what to my American eye can only be pronounced as Young Ho. Young Ho decides to do the smartest thing one can do before about to take a very important essay. Stay up all night studying. Or at least he tries to before falling asleep and then has a terrible nightmare about a distorted reality and the world crumbling before him. I'm sure that in no way will this become relevant later. Once Young Ho wakes up and shows up to school, there's a girl in a different school uniform near the gate. So of course the first thing Young Ho does, keeping true to his namesake, is flirt with her. Yeah, you see, Young Ho, you gotta come at it with a little more tact than that. But I mean, hey, good on you, man, for going after a girl your own age. I know that seems like a random comment, but just wait, we'll get to that. After not being interesting to Yezel, we run into Young Ho's buddy, Seo, who I was originally going to kind of make like this, like a real nerdy type, like he's got a real nasally voice. But after him calling us duder and a bad Schwarzenegger impression, I just pretend he sounds like a total beach bro dude. Seo tells us that a kid attempted suicide in the classroom last night. Man, when they said those exams were killer, I didn't think they meant it literally. After the paramedics drive off, Young Ho finds a pendant that apparently belongs to his teacher, Miss Song. Miss Song? Sounds like some old music witch who was never actually good enough to be in a real band, so then she just changed her last name to... No, I don't believe it. Not in America, not in Korea, not anywhere in this whole earth is there a teacher that sexy. If there is, she will quickly stop being a teacher because of all the harassment her male students would give her. Case in point, Miss Song wants to see Young Ho after the exam because his grades are taking a smoother plummet than a Japanese diver. And this is where that offhanded comment from earlier comes in. Young Ho thinks being alone with his teacher to discuss his academic failure is a freaking date. Granted, Miss Song, she's looking pretty fine. But no, this is your teacher and you are a freaking freshman in high school. Never do this, never even think about this. No, just no. Okay, moving on from that, Young Ho falls asleep during the exam, probably because of the severe lack of sleep from earlier. And then he wakes up in a nightmare world. Oh, hey, you two? Oh, hey, look, it's Miss Song. Yeah, sorry I missed that, yeah. Whew. Yeah, you see, Young Ho, this is why you do not attempt to date your teacher. Because she will stab you. With a kniffy. Just like a horror movie demon, Miss Song doesn't stealthily go for the kill in the dark, but instead screams at the top of her demonic lungs and then runs at you with her excessive high heels, guaranteeing that you know exactly where she is and where to run away from. Miss Song can be anywhere in the hallways, but she has to be chasing you in order for her to enter a room. She can follow you into any room except the cafeteria, of course, because in order to fit into that skirt, she's not really allowed to eat food? Oh hey, Yezel's in here. Yezel tells us that Miss Song, surprisingly, isn't the real Miss Song. And if we ever want to get out of this nightmare world known as the Coma, then we're going to have to find a key. Yezel, sweetheart, I am a master lockpick. If you got yourself an extra bobby pin in that hair of yours somewhere, I can get us out of here faster than you can say Miss Song standing behind you with a knife. Okay, let's go find ourselves a metaphorical key because of course it can't be just a real key that we just walk through the school doors with. Wander through the hallways a little bit and then you'll find Seo. Follow him down to the basement and he'll get possessed. Talk to the demon lady and she'll trade you Seho's life for some old dusty recorder. What a steal! However, the shade flat out lies to you, and once you bring her that recorder, she disappears, Seo and all. After that, you find the possible key Yezel was talking about, it being your crappy report card. When you show it to Yezel, she not only tells you that this is not the key to get out, but also that Young Ho is a blathering idiot. Thanks, Yezel, you're the best. Once you make it to the northern campus building, you run into Mayungil, the school's local bully. Now, just for the fun of it, let's make a quick comparison. Miss Song looks like this in the real world, and looks like this in the Coma realm. Okay, that was fun, right? Now, Mayungil looks like this in the real world. What do you think he's gonna look like in the Coma realm? You'd probably think he looks pretty normal but with some crazy eyes, right? Nope. When it comes to eyes, he has none, and now his mouth is taking up approximately 100% of his facial real estate. It looks pretty creepy in the close-up, but to me it kinda looks derpy when you aren't talking to him. He also now has a hole through his stomach. I bet he was just so overwhelmed by his new eating abilities, he just popped a hole straight through his tum-tum. My theory is further confirmed by him immediately ordering you to go get him some pizza bread. Now I really feel my own guilt on this one. I mean, you get yourself some nice crispy pizza bread, slap some human faces on that bad boy. Just like Mom used to make. Once you get Mayungil some pizza bread, he leaves you alone and you are free to explore the rest of the school. At this point, Miss Song gets rid of her box cutter and replaces it with the school's fire axe. She now also looks just a little less human and a little bit more like the lead singer of a K-pop band called Cuties in Cthulhu. This is where the game gets balls deep in insanity and you start seeing some really disturbing things, like Cthulhu tentacles, blood everywhere, and mounds of previous students. Hey, how you girls doing? Just hanging out? That's cool, that's cool. What's your name? My name's Young Ho. You wanna know why? I'm young. And I'm a hoe. After you stumble into the theater room, you find a very old tape made by the kid who previously attempted to commit suicide in the beginning of the game. When you play the tape, it reveals a secret passageway in the library. Head on through there and you'll find a mannequin with Miss Song's pendant on it. Just gonna go ahead and grab this right quick and oh shoot, that's not good. Miss Song rushes back in to get her pendant, and just as she does so, Yazel jumps in the way, saving your life and goes toe-to-toe with a frickin' demon. Yazel, she's our girl. If she can't do it, then I'm going to get axed. Once you take that pendant, reality itself goes AWOL, and it appears that Miss Song didn't give a flying axe swing about Yazel because she books it straight past her, right for Young Ho's head. This last run through the high school is pretty difficult, unless, of course, you're not a complete idiot, like yours truly. I don't know why, but I kept running to the same dead ends over and over and over again. I kid you not, I probably died over 40 times here because apparently after 11:30 p.m., my brain doesn't have enough thinking capacity to avoid certain death. Once you make it back to your classroom, everything seems to mellow out a little bit, and it looks like the nightmare is finally over. However, looks are deceiving, and Miss Shade throws you even deeper into the coma. The next day of school starts and everyone freaks out about some kid named Young Ho. He apparently had a seizure and is now being rushed to the hospital. A shock stinger sound effect plays for absolutely no reason as Seo, and the real Miss Song, watch the ambulance drive off. Later, Mina, a girl I forgot to mention, comes to the hospital to visit you. On her way, she sees Yazel entering the hospital in some booty shorts. Guess she was kinda interested after all. As Mina walks away from the hospital, she swears to get to the bottom of whatever has been going on at Seiwa High School. As Seo be's a total creeper and just kinda stares at her. The end. Whew. Well, that was a pretty good game. I mean, really gets you in that October spirit, you know? Although it's nice to sit back and remember that this could never happen to me. I mean, it could happen to you. But me? Not me, man. Now I'm homeschooled. I mean, there wouldn't even be anyone to chase me around. Well, I guess except for, of course, me.